Good evening, and thank you so much for tuning in. So, tonight I'm going to be continuing with the series auto registrations, and I will be talking about issues that can arise when you are trying to transfer your license plate from one vehicle to the next. Unfortunately, a lot of you do not find these issues out until you go to the DMV and you have an issue when it comes to transferring your plate. So, I want you to be prepared and be proactive before you head to the DMV. So, the first thing I want to share, and a lot of people unfortunately get into this area, is that you try to transfer license plates that are expired. Okay, you cannot do that. So, depending on your state, when it's time to renew your license plate, you will have a grace period to renew that plate in question before it is removed or purged from the DMV database, especially if it's just a standard plate. If it's a personalized plate, you may have a little bit of a wiggle room, but if you're trying to transfer that standard plate, you're going to have, a window to renew that plate before it is removed from the DMV system. Okay, so with that being said, you must renew your plate first and then you can transfer that plate accordingly. Okay, but if you have a standard plate, I want to add, sometimes you might come out a little bit cheaper just getting a new set of plates, unless the plate you have is, special to you. You just really want it and want to keep it for a while. But if not, just get another set of standard plates. Okay, save you some money. Another thing I want to point out is, the inactive license plate. So some folks will have their license plate to become inactive, or they would deactivate the plate because they are selling that vehicle in question. They are canceling the insurance in question, so they just want to deactivate the plate. Maybe they'll be getting another vehicle soon and they want to transfer the plate later. Okay, that is a possibility. But keep in mind, if you have a plate that is inactive, be mindful of that expiration date for that plate. Okay, so before you can transfer that plate cannot be expired, or going back to the first situation, you're going to have to renew first and then, have it to be, transferred from there. So, what would normally happen if you have time left on that inactive plate, you will let the DMV know that you want that plate to be reactivated. Okay, reactivated, and then they can transfer the plate in question. Okay, and lastly, be mindful of the classes of the two vehicles that you have. Okay, the old vehicle, the new vehicle. A lot of times you cannot transfer plates from one vehicle to the next if the vehicle is in a different class. And one key factor pertaining to vehicle classes is going to be the weight in question. Let me give you an example. You may have a standard size passenger vehicle, but then you may have, let's say, a Super Duty pickup truck. Okay, so a lot of times in this case, you would not be able to bring those plates from the passenger vehicle to the Super Duty pickup truck because of the class and the weight in question. You would not be able to do that. So, again, just be mindful. I wanted to share these three points with you guys tonight before you head to the DMV and try to conduct your plate transfer transactions. If you want to share your feedback or you want more insight, feel free to drop me a line below or visit me at wisdomandauthority.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please click share and subscribe. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.